I was asked to start my next recording with this website, and it's different in that you've got to have https:// before the www.stakingkings.com. Okay, I've done that. There it is. So now let's go to the Staking Kings website. I had a question about from Kel, and his problem was he's using the Dutch betting program. The problem is the program doesn't allow you to put extra bets into the program until after you've entered the previous race results. However, as we know, some of the races go off pretty quick, and also there are sometimes you might want to back more than one race, but you haven't got time to put the second one on because you're at work or for some other reason. What I want to tell you is you can have more than one system when you're doing the Dutch betting programs here. So as a consequence, I've already entered a couple in here, okay, and put a couple of bets in. But in the meantime, if you want to add a system, it's only a matter of typing the system name, any notes you want to add about the system so you know what you're doing, your bank size, which I assume is going to be the same as what you had previously, and the base bet. Okay, then you go back to your plan, and by the way, a lot of people say, oh, I can't see where these programs are. Okay, they're in the black bar across here. Naturally, they're not going to be there to view until after you've actually subscribed to them. Meantime, if you go to the account, there are a couple of changes here, and this is interesting for anybody else who's having a look. So you can see that what the account options are that you've got there. You can get just the Dutch plan, you can get Money Factory, which includes the Dutch plan, Power Play, which also includes the Dutch betting, and Money Factory and Power Play, it also includes your basic subscription, and you can also pay. Okay, now, once you've actually joined, say you started with the Dutch betting and you wanted to upgrade, you'll find there'll be an upgrade button there. Okay. The other important thing is often asked locations and accounts. This is merely a matter of putting in where you've got betting accounts. Okay. So for example, I've got here New South Wales tab, Sportsbet, BetEasy, Victorian tab, and Unibet. Okay. And you can just keep adding until you've got them all covered. This is to make it easier later on when you're putting bets down so that you remember where you placed your bets. Anyway, let's just go to the betting now. Okay, we've gone to the Dutch betting and we choose one of our plans. Okay, how to win betting 2 or more runners a race. The current bank balance comes up. We actually had a losing bet in there. Okie doke. I've already put a bet in here just to show you. Now, I'm going to enter the result. And I think we'll put in, let's assume number 5 won and paid $12. Now the other interesting thing is there's room in here for scratchings. Now we actually had, if you have a look down here, we had $6, we had $14 on number 1. Now suppose it was scratched, we can put down there that we had $14 on the scratching, and that takes this out of the equation and adds it back into our pool. So when I save this now, you can see that I've made a profit, plus I've also got a refund on that other bet. Okie doke. Now, I rule that off, and later on I'll be able to have a look at the report and see how I'm going. Okay, but let's assume now we put a bet in here. We create a new Dutch bet, and the venue today I think is at Ballarat, and we might want to back number 5, and that one is paying $6. So we confirm that. We might also want to back number 6, and that one, whoops, can't have that in there, so let's put in a price, 3.7, and we add that one to the list, confirm, go, we want to add that other win bet, what was it, number 5 paying $6.70 from memory, we add that to the list, we confirm those, and we know what we've got there. Okie doke. So we're just going to save the Dutch bet until we see what the result is going to be. Okay, that's an easy one. Okay, but now we know we've got to have a bet in another race, so we go into Dutch. We go Dutch betting again. We now choose my second Dutch betting account. And what happens now, we can add our new Dutch bet, which might be for a later race in the day, as I said. Maybe it's Ballarat and it might be race 5. We confirm that. Looking at Ballarat race 5, we might want to back numbers 9, 4 and 3. Okie doke. So entering those in, 9, and it looks like it might be going to pay about $9. So we can put that in as a guess. Okay, and add that to the list. If we look back at our selections here, number 4 is the second one. Force number 4 in, and it looked like it might pay about $11. We add that to the list. And thirdly, we also thought that number 3 was a good chance. Unfortunately, number 3 is likely to pay around $2.50. When we add that to the list, we're not going to make a whole lot of profit out of this race. It doesn't matter. We want to bet in that race and we think one of those 3 can win. We confirm that and we save that. So now what's happened, we've actually got a bet in each of our 2 accounts. Now, when we go back to the end of the day, we can go to our reports and we can see where we're up to. So this particular one, this is a report, as I said, this was from yesterday, and we can see there it's sitting there with a profit of 92. If we look at the second report, that one comes up, and we can see there that we're actually just about square on the second one. Okay, so I hope that explains it all for you, and I do thank Kel for bringing that to our attention.